Hey guys, what's going on? It's Bryfrost here coming at you today in Escape from Tarkov. And today there have been some leaks of some content going around from Nikita on Twitter here. And I just kind of wanted to review over that with you guys and just give you the inside scoop of what's kind of been circulating and what we might be able to expect in the game in the near future. So, starting off here with the image on screen, this is basically a relation to the live action show or movie. I'm not sure exactly what it is, honestly, because I don't really look into it. But they do some live action movie shooting or kind of like a series that they do where they'll kind of like post clips of it online to try to get people incentivized to watch it. And basically, this picture here kind of relates to that. The papers here on the ground are basically just the scripts here for that live action show. So basically, there was a comment here. I'll show you really quickly. There's a comment here where someone, Mister, don't know how to pronounce his name. Sorry about that, but basically, he was able to take one of the pages on the ground there and put it into Google Translate because it was in Russian. And here was a rough translation of what that paper said. So as you can see, it basically is a breakdown of a script for that live action show. So as you can see here, we have about throwing a smoke and throwing sonar, and there's fire going on, like gunshots and to scatter and things like that, and different little dialogue pieces. So that kind of confirms that it is basically just script documentation there and script papers. But the interesting piece here is this briefcase up here on the corner of the image or on the side here. And that kind of makes me wonder, is this going to maybe be a new secure container that will be available to get somehow in EFT, maybe related to the event that will be coming out? I mean, that would be super cool, right? And then here is a closer up image that I was able to find here of that little briefcase or secure container. So looks pretty cool. Don't know if it will where it will fall in the game if it is a secure container. I mean, knowing our luck, it's probably just going to be some quest item, and you don't even get to use this really per se. So really wonder if this will be, kind of on par with Kappa or somewhere close to the Kappa size container if we are able to use it. But this is what it looks like in a more close up fashion here. So who knows what this is going to be. Moving on up here to a little more recent, we have Nikita officially announced that he's basically going to have his voice as a bear voice option. So if you do play as a bear, you will be able to use the Nikita voice lines for your PMC if you choose to do so. I definitely think this will be part of a prestige reward, and you will be able to use his voice lines as a bear PMC. And then we have basically a gun leak here. So this is, I don't really know the official name for this weapon, but I think it's the G11, or at least that's what I know, because it looks like the weapon from Call of Duty Black Ops way back in the day. If any of you guys who watch actually used to play those games back in the day, like Call of Duty, when it was in its prime. So I did find a image of it here to kind of show you, just with some materials and modeling on it. So this was the G11 from Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And basically the magazine here would be fed in through the front, just kind of like how the P90 is, kind of in a similar fashion. So there was just a image to show you guys with some materials and kind of what it could look like, or what it would look similar to. And I also am not sure why Nikita put poo 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 here. Was he trying to put pew pew pew, like shooting sounds? I assume, okay, that was an auto-translated post by Grok. So, okay, Grok probably, really messed up there. But so that's really funny. It looks like he was just saying poo 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 instead of pew pew pew. So, and then guys, yeah, we have a clip here. So this is the last little inside scoop that has been going around here. So let me try to get this scrolled here in a good way. And I was just going to go ahead and play this with no interruptions here. There is no audio. I already checked. So I'll just mute that because there was some like static going on. And then let's just see what happens. So now try to do a quick little breakdown of what we saw here in this video. So this just looks like some more live action shots from the show that they are producing. This portion here, I have no clue what this could even mean at all. I mean, I don't know if this is some kind of like a map render, and I mean, I don't, especially with like the army men like figures, I have no clue what this could mean at all. It's probably a really zoomed in segment here, maybe on a map or something where they're placing these figurines. I mean, who knows, right? And then we just have another just funny little explosion here and live action. Then we have Nikita getting recorded for his voice lines there. Then we have a new knife here, so I'll try to get a good shot of it where we can kind of see it better here. So we have a nice, very nice looking new knife coming to the game here, and I presume it will be part of a prestige that you will be able to get later on as they get released. So no clue what type of knife this is. I'm not really a expertise there, so maybe one of you guys know what kind of knife this is, and you can comment down below. Then we have some, oh, before we look at that computer screen, I didn't even notice down here, what are these little sketches down here? Can't really make out what this is unless if it's just like cultist markings. You know, the symbols and all those different types of decals you would see kind of across the maps just playing through the game. And then we have, it looks like just, you know, the cultist priest and some followers behind him. Don't really know if this signifies anything. I know way back in a roadmap picture, they actually had a big in-game event kind of listed, and it had a cultist symbol next to the event sign, or like the event wording. They had the cultist symbol. So I wonder if this could maybe have some relation to the cultist being involved in some type of event coming up. And then we just have, looks like if I had to guess, this is probably a pose or something for prestiging again, because they like to do a lot of pose stuff. You know, new voice lines, new armbands, and things like that. So this is probably related to Prestige again, or something in the story mode, if I had to guess, a story mode animation. Another just explosion. And then we have probably, this is one of the most exciting parts for me here, is the ship map, where it's, you know, in the tundra or something. I really wonder, I really hope this is going to be a multiplayer map. I hope this is not part of only the like more single player part of the story mode. Like they keep telling us from the past that basically when you get to the end of the main story for Tarkov, it will kind of be more of a solo type experience to really finally escape from Tarkov when 1.0 releases. So I really hope that this map with the boat here is not going to only be for kind of like that solo experience. I really hope it will be something where, you know, you'll be able to interact with players and loot and kind of just play like a normal map. So really hope that there. And then we have some type of just chemistry blueprints here. I know some of these compounds from a long time ago, way back in the day, right? And it looks like it is by the Terror group here. So some type of chemistry blueprints here, mixing up some type of concoction, maybe some type of explosive. If this was near Halloween time, I would say, you know, how they did have the zombies event, you know, maybe they were making the compound for the virus or, you know, something like that. But in this case here, you know, we have some H2O here, some CaCl, some carbon dioxide there. So not really sure what this could be. I'm sure it's probably just some type of quest related thing or event related. And then we have here this very nice looking house here. I mean, there's not really much in the frame besides this house. I mean, I think these are windows right here, right? So nothing rendered outside of this home, but it looks extremely nice. Very nice home compared to, or maybe it is a Terror Group facility again, because, you know, this looks like a meeting table here that you would have like a business meeting or a business function. So This is probably just some type of terror group facility. So I really hope, guys, with all these terror group leaks that they're doing, that it does correlate to the event that's coming out this month, because you know, as we've seen in my previous videos, that they did release that terror group looking achievement badge thing, and then also showing stuff on Shoreline. So you know, I think there will definitely be this could very well all be coordinated or correlated, excuse me. But it's going to be really hard for them to beat that Labyrinth event. I think the Labyrinth is definitely probably one of the best events that they have ever done in the game, for sure. Labyrinth is a great, great experience. And then basically, I guess this is, you know, restarting the video over again. All right, guys, I think that about does it for this video. Just want to go ahead and show you the latest and greatest on some leaks that have been coming out. If you have any ideas of what any of these things could mean that I wasn't really able to comment on specifically, let us know in the comments. We'd be interested to see, you know, if any of you guys were able to debunk any of this. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.